Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Timothy Carter.
Thanks for joining me on the podcast. Today we're going to talk about why the homepage is important. Obviously, your homepage is the first thing Google sees when crawling your site. And in the majority of cases, it's probably the most important page of your site. Not only is your homepage responsible for providing a high-level overview of your brand and new visitors, it's also the page that Google prioritizes when it crawls your domain. In many ways, building a strategy around your homepage is an anchor for the rest of your SEO approach. A more robust, higher-ranking homepage will lead to higher-ranking pages across your domain. On top of that, a better homepage will increase your conversion rate, making your site more profitable. However, most people struggle with optimizing their homepage for SEO. And we'll talk about a couple things here real quick. The basics covering two main areas, both of which are necessary if you want your homepage and the rest of your site to rank. One, content. The content of your homepage is what Google, quote unquote, sees when it indexes your site. It's going to be responsible for determining the relevance of your content to prospective visitors and in some ways establishing your perceived authority. Two is backlinks. Google will only rank sites it deems trustworthy, and the only way to build trust is to establish more links to your domain. In other words, building links to your homepage is a vital step in ensuring your homepage can rank as highly as possible. So let's cover a couple of specifics here. Google crawls websites and analyzes them regularly, obviously, to see how relevant they are to certain terms and phrases. The Google's website scraper and crawler, is responsible for inspecting your site, determining how relevant your pages are, and ranking you appropriately in Google search results. The problem most people don't realize is that Google's bots are largely a text-only crawler. Google doesn't count the number of images or animations as content, and it's mainly looking for text content. This is a problem for sites with a high amount of links and images on their homepage, but very little actual content. So why does Google consider text so much more important? Well, from a search engine's point of view, it makes perfect sense. If a website does not have enough relevant content on its page for the keywords and the phrases it's trying to rank for, it's going to be very difficult for Google's algorithms to determine that the website is absolutely relevant for its phrase that is being searched. And ranking on Google will be an uphill battle for those pages. Google wants to try to avoid delivering sites that are of very little use to their visitors. And from a web crawler's point of view, a website with very little content might be considered thin or not relevant enough to be ranked on the first page of Google search results for that particular phrase. Content has always been king to Google. Those of you with thin home pages, may want to reconsider your homepage architecture. And then, the indispensability of homepage content. The most important thing a homepage content should do is engage visitors so that they are drawn deeper into the other sections of your site. If done properly, the homepage content provides a solid and attractive introduction to or overview to what your site's all about and why your visitors may want to stick around a little bit longer and learn some more information. More specifically, the homepage's typical goals consist of the following. One, help visitors understand why they should choose your brand over the competition. Obviously, if you're running an e-commerce site, that's even more important. Raise a level of curiosity and intrigue. Number three, it needs to provide some in-depth information. 4, illustrate the need for your products, services, or ideas. And then, last but not least, and there's many other variables, assist visitors to their goals by providing, an effective call to action. So setting the visitor's expectations properly by letting them know what other information they can find elsewhere within your site is very key for that homepage. So, to wrap this up, when creating content for the homepage, keep this list in mind. The ultimate goal is to keep visitors interested and digging deeper into your site. So don't picture your homepage as an introduction to you or your business. Make it a page that's useful for visitors. You may choose to place, an accent on one of the purposes that I talked about earlier, but a combination of two or more will definitely make your content more powerful. And that's about it for today's episode. If you need some help creating that homepage content or some high quality content for your blog and website, and you need a little help, come on over to SEO.co and schedule a time to have a free consultation. You can learn how we can help you scale your ability to outwrite and outrank your competition.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.